It's her birthday. Ruin the rest of his life. God damn, look at this thing. Look at this thing. He knows it's bad. Why are you doing this, bro? Yeah, exactly. See how she's going? Oh, shit.
My God. Ooh, what? Friend! I'm so sorry. I said some money for you. She took the money.
Why would you say you keep saying no? How you keep saying no for? I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing but right. How'd you say no?
Don't why you say no?
I mean, this was a better play. I know he did Walmart last time. I mean, but it's a lot better play. You know what? I don't even want the balloons no more. You don't even deserve the balloons no more.
Man, you got any spare change?
Sorry, bro, I'm all out, man.
Man, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I don't want any cheeseburgers.
Please, man. I sucked your dick.
Ew! Get out of here, man. Get out of here. It hurt me to wake up and people suffer.
Gosh, something wrong here.
All right, this is what I call the Chitlin circuit of social media. All right, it's the Chitlin circuit. All right, it's the lowest common denominator. It's like a pair of pendulous, hairy, diseased balls hanging down. And shit, for somebody stupid enough to teabag this shit and co-sign that it's actually real. Okay, this shit is not real. All right, and do my due diligence and shit. Okay, I don't know if the two people are an actual couple, but you know, it's a really bad attempt at creating a viral video and shit. They got my attention some time ago and shit. I just didn't get around to putting this out because I was busy doing other things and shit. But what you have here is a skit, right? It's a skit, and don't brush it off just yet. But in this skit, you see this simp getting on his hands and knees. I mean, taking a knee to propose to his supposed the apple of his eye. I won't even say his girlfriend or his love interest. The apple of his eye. He comes with balloons. He has gathered her family members, and he is to the cherry on the cake, I guess, or her cake, is $100,000 in cash. Right? He's offering her $100,000 in cash to be his wife. You know, it's so fucking bush league that it made me irritated enough to make a commentary and shit. Okay, if I am ever in my infinite wisdom and shit, my finite wisdom and shit, let's be honest, you know, I couldn't be around someone that would do something like this and shit. Okay, I'm not even shitting on guys that pay for sex. Okay, I'm not shitting on that at all. Okay, but like just to do something like that and shit, to be in somebody's spirit and shit, you don't understand, man. Like, you don't understand how dangerous it is to put out content like this and shit, you know, for impressionable minds and shit, because, you know, with the advent of social media and everybody can just buy a phone and upload anything they want and shit, we have the chitlin circuit of social media and shit, which is by and large associated with our assumed ethnic group. Okay, here in this supposed country, 3Ks and abroad, you see the most horrible shit. I can't tell you how many times I'm you know, besides the shit I usually talk about, I'm tired of looking at dancing videos where they do some kind of like two-step or like a monkey shuffle or something. I'm tired of looking at that bullshit. Okay, I'm tired of looking at these dumbass skits and shit. There's another one I was gonna do and shit. I changed my mind after looking at this one and shit. Where you see this old tired looking motherfucker, man, and his whole platform is about him being a simp and paying women to be with him and shit. And there's just videos of him walking around. This guy's fucked up, okay? This guy's fucked up. These videos of this guy walking around going, just paying women, you know, paying women. I have not downloaded any of that content shit because it makes me vomit in my mouth a little bit and shit. Okay, to be quite honest. But yeah, you know, just think if this was real. If this is like somebody in your family or something doing some shit like this. How could you look him in the face? How could he come amongst you, you knowing that he had paid for his fucking wife? I mean, we all pay for it, right? You know, through the nose or the ass. You know, it's definitely out your bank wallet, your time, your life force, your spirit and shit. This motherfucker would, you know, give no girl $100,000 that he could use to start a business or put away for a rainy day and shit, and make an IRA account and shit, open up some kind of start a trust. All right, let's talk about these remedies about how we can, you know, make ourselves more financially solvent, but we fail to do it and shit. We are uber consumers and shit just to see a man doing that for flesh that does not belong to him. It's not his flesh. Okay? Yeah, I would have to stomp him out. Shit. We have to give him that, like that ass whooping that people get when they join gangs and shit. I'll give him that beat down. Like right on the spot, man. You know, had to be like 6 to 12 dudes just chunking the shit out of him. And make sure that the female gets none of that money. Okay, have somebody collect all of the money, someone trustworthy that you don't have to chase and shit. Alright? Collect all of that motherfucking money, and after you whoop his ass, you put the money and open up his little suit pocket and stuff the money in the pocket and shit, and leave him there, and don't associate with his ass no more and shit. That's how I feel about it metaphorically. I'm not telling anyone to commit an assault, a criminal assault, but like it's base propaganda shit, it's juvenile propaganda shit, designed to make, you know, these mid-level women look like something and shit. Okay, they don't understand the damage they're doing to us. All right, culturally, socially, interpersonally, and shit. All right, it's creating that prostitute mindset shit. It's the same. If I gotta get upset at Shira 7 for making her content shit, I gotta get upset at this shit too. Is this couple, this shitty ass, you know, lowbrow couple and shit, putting out their nonsense and shit. They don't even have the decency to put a disclaimer on it. You know, they don't have the wherewithal to put a actual disclaimer at the bottom of the video because they wanted to go viral and they can make money on it. A lot of people are making money on it. You know, faking divorces, doing the most egregious things. There's this woman, I think her name is Cavell. There's some black woman, some big shovel mouth chick. She does that all the time. She does these incredibly cringy, you know, rage bait videos and shit. It's not just women bitching and shit. It's just women doing the most egregious shit. All right, women doing the most egregious shit. All things considered, you know, the first thing that comes to my mind looking at this bullshit, you know, cynically enough, is that, you know, the fact that they spend an inordinate amount of time browbeating us, you know, browbeating us, emotionally abusing us and whatnot, and talking themselves up in the process and shit. It's looking weak and lacking and shit. It's looking codependent, alright? Codependent and shit. It's narcissistic and shit, throwing up in my mouth. Narcissistic, throwing up in my mouth 2 times and shit. Sociopathic, alright? It looks weak. They can't change the program and shit. Now, all we at this point, though, we just do is just sit here and wait them out and shit until they just crash the fuck out, you know. And we're gonna see more of these, you know, these rage bait videos and shit because the people it's aimed at, it's not really us, it's them. They're making it, that's entertainment for themselves and shit. There's things that, you know, regular chicks wish would happen to them and shit, but it ain't gonna fucking happen. You know, they either gonna settle and shit and then abuse the fuck out of whoever is stupid enough to let them in their house and shit, or they gonna end up with a bunch of cats and shit drinking wine, okay? Cheap or malt liquor and shit. I live this adjusted for this coming inflation and Taurus. Yeah, you know, the Godfather was right. You know, you either adapt to this bullshit and realize, you know, what the deal is, what it is, you know, what your job is and shit, biologically, spiritually, and otherwise and shit. Or you just gonna buy a cat and croak off, croak the fuck off and shit. Yeah, I feel emboldened after looking at this bullshit to put out more content. All right, even though I'm burnt out. I'm just tired, man. These sisters is tired. They on my dome, man. They wearing me the fuck out. Man, seriously, man. I look at this shit all the time, man. I do other things, okay? Trust me, I have a plethora of habits and shit, okay? That you gotta adhere to. I have an obsessive compulsive need to create new content at all times, whether you see it or not. Shit, I have a backlog of stuff you've never even seen before. Shit, it's fucking ridiculous. All right. I was making a Mother's Day video the other day, and I just put the commentary on without the frills because I thought it was necessary. Shit, I feel like it's necessary to make this video shit because I want anybody that would happen upon this clip, this viral clip of sorts, to know that it's fake if you don't already know shit. It's just another cash grab in the chitlin circuit of social media. A lot of these sisters, they stupid as fuck, man. They don't know why they see themselves in increasing numbers and, in a majority media and their television shows and movies and their commercials and all their products and everything because they know that black women are good for the money, okay? They're good for it. They're dupes, okay? That black women, economically speaking, shit, which is why our community is all fucked up. Black women and their single fan followers and their son husbands and shit are marks. Okay? They're marks. They cut their nose off to spite their face. They can't see. They live for the moment, not for the future. Right? And the reason this shit. Okay? Reason is this is eye candy for bust down, post wall bust downs. Okay? It's sad, man. It's not really for us and shit, but it is. I find it thematically dangerous, intrinsically dangerous and shit to put these programs out because we're putting ourselves in a black hole and shit, right? And I hate to have that old analogy about us selling ourselves back into slavery. We've already done it, economic slavery if nothing else. Shit, I'm telling you, before I go. Man, I'm serious, man. If I knew someone that had done something like this, or there was somebody in my family, it'd be extreme physical consequences for that. At the very least, they would be shunned. I would, me and some associates and shit, thematically, metaphorically speaking, not literally, would strip the motherfucker to his underwear and shoes and socks and shit, and tell him to kick rocks and shit, and then just throw that shit in the trash and go about our business and shit because he sold himself out and shit. If you don't respect yourself, well, why would somebody else respect you and shit? Okay, and you have to buy somebody, that woman that you're trying to purchase, that woman you're leading with your wallet, she's a prostitute. Okay, don't we have enough whores in our community?
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.